not Rings of Power at all.
No, it's not. Let's see.
Start it again, because now you got the cup noises. Hey, Rings of Power. Let's see what the Rotten Tomatoes score is now that you've already seen all the thumbnails. Big surprise! Oh, hello everyone. I am Mecca. That's not the score. This is supposed to go right to the score.
Well,
I am Mecca. We're doing it live. You already see the thumbnail and all the it's the worst thing ever.
You had one job. You had one job. Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Here it is.
I didn't want an article about it. I wanted the score. Click it.
Okay.
Well, we already say it's 38% for the audience score.
Yes.
Can you see? It doesn't drop when you click it.
Does it drop? Let me see.
Does it drop?
Does it drop? It does not. It does.
All right,
score details. So.
Okay, let's read some of these. These might be funsies.
Yeah, it might be funsies. Audience score?
Audience score. Well, this is the thing. We knew it was bad because 7 months ago, when we looked at Patrick McKay and what's his name, JD Payne, we saw that they worked for JJ Abrams 7 months ago, and even that article, I think it was Variety, said that JJ recommended them, and this was months and months and months ago.
Wow, I struggle for words to describe what an insult to Tolkien and what a slap in the face to the fans.
Yay!
Not just Tolkien fans, just good TV in general. Actually, not just fans of good TV, just fans of good stories in general. This was so rotten, I'm struggling to recover for it. Wow.
Yeah, as a non-Tolkien fan, it was bad. Like, we've been riffing it. We've just been making fun of it because it's so bad story-wise. I mean, they show up on a teeny tiny boat without any room for horses.
Yeah.
Because some chick told them to go.
It's a TARDIS. It's a TARDIS. This series is so badly written that it blows my mind how Amazon were able to spend $1 billion. Galadriel looks like a spoiled teenager. Harfoots are totally unlikable. They take their wheels and leave them.
Nobody goes off trail.
Take their wheels and leave them.
Nobody goes off trail.
Take their wheels and leave them.
Dialogues and acting looks like it came from the Twilight Saga. Because it probably did. I wanted to like this so much, but it's impossible. Misunderstanding the source material, misunderstanding the characters, jarring, rushed, lacking wit, lacking brevity, dozens of missed opportunities, overly complicated, meandering, flat, disinterested.
I wanted this to be good, just so that I could say yes, but despite the inconsistencies, it was good. You know, I wanted it to be entertaining, enjoyable. I wanted to have a different take on it than everybody else. But, you know, as a non-Tolkien fan even, this is just bad story. This is bad from beginning to end.
Yeah.
And putting aside all the Tolkien inconsistencies, putting aside the fact that they've swapped or whatever, it's just bad on its own merit.
Mm-hmm. That was the worst thing I've watched in a long time, and with She-Hulk, Thor, Love and Thunder around, that's saying a lot. Ooh, worst writing on TV. Few minutes of CGI, many unlikable characters, boring and slow. Nothing is this show really about Tolkien or Rings of Power. Crazy to spend so much money on this show.
They threw a few rings in at the very tail end.
Yeah. Oh, we got a positive review.
Ew, who's this?
This is NSM rather. Tolkien, in my opinion, is one of the best, if not the best, fantasy literature author.
This has nothing to do with it, though.
Therefore, to be fair, with an E, is extremely difficult to adapt his work and at the same time stay true to his message.
Do you have for me the message?
Yeah, but they didn't. They couldn't adapt the word.
That's Inspector Clouseau writing this. Message. Do you have a message for me? I find those involved in Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, in this sense, did their job pretty well.
No. Well, that's the thing. They didn't adapt it. They couldn't adapt anything of his because they didn't get the rights to it.
Okay, well, there's another positive review. Lore from Nick M. Lore violations aside, not even Jackson's trilogy lacks those. If you accept this as its own take, it's beautifully shot and acted, but that doesn't have anything to do.
Yeah, but the story sucks.
Yeah,
and it all looks like CGI too.
And if it's its own take, then it's not Lord of the Rings. I'm enjoying it immensely for what it is. One of the fan fiction.
Boring. It's boring.
Fan
fiction.
It's tedious.
Everybody's unlikable. The blonde elf chick is horrible.
Oh, she just started.
Those filthy fake hobbits that they've got are just mean-spirited and nasty.
Yeah.
You know, nobody goes off trail. We leave no one behind. Nobody walks alone. Take their wheels and leave them. Fuck those people.
Screw them.
I hate those people.
Beautiful creation. It does not follow Tolkien's writing word for word, but that's a good That's a good thing. That's a good compromise.
That's a good thing.
That's a good compromise to turn the books into a good TV show.
But you can't. So all the people who are simping for this don't even know what they're talking about.
Gregory D says, forget Seinfeld. The Rings of Power is actually the show where nothing happens. And the characters are not likable.
Didn't we say... Well, we said that about Shulky, too.
Yeah. Amazon reportedly spent $1 billion on this. My question is where? Certainly not in the writing or script development. I literally fell asleep during multiple episodes. Well over 8 hours of viewing in season 1. And all that happened was Mordor was created and some rings were made. Not to mention no explanation of where the different races of elves, Harfoots, or hobbits come from. They aren't present in Tolkien's further stories. If Amazon wants to return on their investment, they had better pick up the pace and not just include characters for the sake of equality, but for actual story. So okay, so you got some 2-star reviews.
I want to know if any of these 5-star reviews are people who have ever reviewed anything before.
Probably not. I'm not a fan of.
Click it.
I mean, there's.
Let's see what other crap they like. Here, go up. How about this Eduardo?
Eduardo. Let's see what Eduardo likes.
Nothing. He has no rating history. He's never rated anything. So it's a bot account created for today.
Yeah.
To give a positive rating just for today.
One review. Yeah.
How about the other chick? Who's the other one?
Okay, we're going back to that. Okay, Nick M. Let me see what Nick M has to say for themselves. Oh, actually, Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, they like Rise of Skywalker.
And they like something called The Nun.
Oh, that's a horror movie.
And 2 stars to The Last Jedi.
Oh, they hated The Last Jedi.
They like Ghost in the Shell.
All right, well, this might be a real person.
Might actually be a real person, just doesn't have
The
time.
Ines chick who can't spell. She can't be real.
Okay, this person, Barry B.
No, go back to Ines.
Ines. Okay.
Where is she?
Ines M. So okay.
Ines.
So move
Nothing.
summary.
Nothing. No history. Yeah,
no
that's
history.
A fake person. That was spelled so bad it had to be fake.
Yeah. So,
if you can't spell, your odds are you're not really a Tolkien fan. Probably.
No, this is.
I would assume.
You know, in my opinion, that looks like something out of a bot farm.
Yeah, I wonder how many negative reviews are bots though too.
Well,
let's just try here. One of these one star.
Let me see one here.
Let's try this guy.
Finnegan, my dog. Okay, well this has got to be movie, TV ratings.
This might not be a real person either.
No, okay.
We might be just getting
from 3 hours ago.
Yeah. Well, here's what happens with a lot of these reviewers. Like a lot of time, people will be like, they'll never review something, but once there's a movement, once there's something, you'll get a lot of positive review bombing, like with She-Hulk. Remember before that came out?
Yeah.
All of these 30-year-old women were saying, but it's the best show ever, but it hasn't aired yet.
Yeah.
So they were kind of keeping it. They were balancing. So this is why I don't really take a lot of review bombing seriously, because for every negative fake review, there's a positive fake review.
Yeah.
They kind of balance themselves out every time because it's a tribal issue now. Now they're turning it into, well, if you're on this side of the aisle, you're going to like it, and if you aren't, you're going to hate it.
Mm-hmm. Let's see this one. Torsten K.
That might be a real person.
Movie ratings. He has one other rating, and that's for Hocus Pocus 2.
Yeah, that deserves it. That deserves it. That was awful. Don't watch that.
Yeah,
Hocus Pocus 2 is about as bad as Rings of Power.
Yeah. And some in his okay.
So what does that tell us? What does that tell us, Rob?
That tells us quit while you're ahead, or in this case, slightly behind.
I know, they just did this as some sort of money laundering cash grab, probably. I am Mecca.
I am Rob off camera.
And I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.
Are you a boat ass who needs to transport an army? Did you forget to pack enough supplies for a full complement of horses? Don't want to deal with the foul smell from below decks? Or did you just forget because you rushed off into battle because some blonde chick with pointy ears showed up out of nowhere and told you to? Well, at 1-800-BOAT-ASS, we've got you covered. From cavalry to show jumping, let us fulfill all your equine needs. Perfect for the army on the go. 1-800-BOAT-ASS, because you can't spell ass without horse.